You should know that Al Heyman blazed through $900 million of money, and it caused a whole calamity in the business where his fighters don't want to fight for what he can pay it now because he ran out of money. That's why they're only fighting.
And guess what, Rick? They still signed Terence Crawford. They still signed Canelo. The fighters that's under their banner.
No. They did. No.
They still
Incorrect. 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 Showtime signed them.
Did y'all hear him? Y'all got to listen to when people talk to y'all. Did y'all hear Rick Glaser? I told him. Al Heyman and PBC, they ran through $900 million. Okay, let's say that's true. They still just signed Terence Crawford, and they still just signed Canelo Alvarez. And y'all heard what he said? Incorrect. Showtime signed them. I got a question for that. If Showtime signed Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez, well, why are they still boxing if Showtime is out of business? What promotional banner will Canelo Alvarez be fighting on May the 4th if Showtime is out of business and they sign Canelo? We need answers. Talk to me. This the guy listening to him? They call him a boxing insider? PBC was the platform that Terence Crawford fought Errol. PBC is the platform that Canelo Alvarez fought Caleb Plant on. PBC is the platform that Canelo Alvarez will be fighting on that we know of as of today on May the 4th against one of the other Charlo brother. And he said, I was wrong. PBC did not sign them. Showtime did. Well, Showtime out of business. So how are they fighting on Amazon Prime if Showtime signed them? How is Canelo Alvarez fighting on Amazon Prime on May 4th if Showtime signed him? You heard Steven Espinosa say in the recent interview that he has no dealings. He's just there to support. You know, Deacon Al Heyman about to give him a job. Y'all know that, right? Believe that. Now, I don't have any inside sources on that. That's just me knowing the business. Deacon Al Heyman probably is more likely, let me use that to say, give myself some cushion, it's more likely that Deacon Al Heyman is going to go over there and give Steven the job. We need answers. Double salute to my guy, number one, my guy, the number one guy who became the first member of this channel. I say member meaning the membership. When you pay the monthly fee, when you join the channel, this guy on your screen, my friend, my guy, double salute to him. I hope he's entertained. Mr. Prag, I hope you entertained, brother. Thank you, Mr. Pragmatic, for your support and contribution to the channel. Mr. Pragmatic says, paying my tithes. Thank you so much. And Greg Quarterbomb, double salute to you, Mr. Greg, for your contribution and your support to the channel. Mr. Greg says, Revelations 20:24, thou shalt not come to Manager Marty's podcast and cast falsehood and expect not to be punished, for he shall smite thee thoroughly. I sure will. I sure will. I don't care if you a millionaire. If you come up here and deceive the people that support this channel, I'm going to slice you up. They're going to block me and not come back over here. You know what's going on, but the show must go on. Yeah. One monkey don't stop the church. We still keep it moving. Did y'all hear this the guy? Him? Listening to this guy who told the world on my channel. How many views did that get? Before I got blackballed, that live got 6,798 views. My lives be getting 300 now. Come on, man. We know I'm blackballed. But my point is, Rick Glaser said that Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez was signed to Showtime. He came here with no evidence. He said all that with no proof. Come on, y'all. Y'all keep letting this guy get away with this. Why? I come with truth and evidence, Mr. Pragmatic. Windy City, I come with truth and evidence. Matthew Thomas, I come to YouTube with truth and evidence, and they still criticize me. It's still not good enough when I present evidence. But Rick Glaser can say all of this with no evidence, and he's a boxing insider. Lord have mercy. What have this world of sin come to? I'm not really sweating, y'all, not yet. But you know the preachers, you know the real preachers, they got to keep dapping. They don't want to touch their hairline, so they just dap the forehead like this. My hairline already receded, so it don't make me no difference. Bang, bang, bang. Look, the girls still love me. All the ladies adore me because I'm respectful. I'm a gentleman. Yeah, that's why I don't worry about all that stuff. Bang, 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 bang. That's what they do. They do the 1, 2, 3. Then they come here. Bang, bang. Yeah, I studied the play. Yeah. Let's listen to some more commentary of what Mr. Rick Glaser said. Yeah, when he was over here, Frank. Hold on.
Huh?
Showtime. Let me explain. Let me explain. Don't interrupt me.
Go ahead.
Okay. Stephen Espinoza recently said that Terence Crawford is not a PBC fighter or a Showtime fighter. He's got 2 fights and he's out of there. Okay, he may stay, he may go.
He may stay.
Okay, the fact is Showtime is financing everything PBC is doing now. Okay, PBC ran out of money. The reason why Jermell didn't fight the guy from Poland was because he thought he was going to get his typical $2.5 million or $3 million for the fight, and Heyman offered him $750, and then he refused to fight. Okay, that's what happened because there's no money to fall back on to overpay these guys like there was before because the $900 million dried up. That money ruined the business and sport, and it ruined the mentality of fighters wanting to fight competitive fights. Thinking he was going to get that Polish guy who can't fight a lick, okay, going to get $2.5 or $3 million to fight him. Heyman and Showtime wanted to pay him $750, and he balked.
How do
That's
you know
what's
that,
going
Rick?
on. What?
No disrespect. I'm asking you, how do you know how much they was trying to pay this guy?
How do I know who's paying it? What?
He heard me.
Hey, trying to pay who?
Abu, come on, Rick. You smarter than that.
Abu
I'm asking
what?
you a direct question. How do you know that Al Heyman and Steven were trying to pay this guy a certain amount of money?
Jamel Charlo told people. He told multiple people. Multiple people.
I didn't hear him say that. That's why I'm asking you.
Well, he was pissed off. Told people. Told multiple people, actually.
Well, Rick, it sounds like you know a lot about PBC. Why don't you just go work for them? You know enough about their business.
I don't need to work for PBC. My business is ultra successful. I do not need PBC. I don't need any one account. I have 47 clients. They're all happy and I'm happy.
His business is ultra successful. When I asked him, you know all this stuff about PBC and their business dealings, why don't you go work for them? He said his business is ultra successful. He got 47 clients and they're all happy. Well, how come your 47 clients are all happy and you're not happy? How do we know he's not happy, church? Because he goes on Twitter every day or every other day or every week talking about another man's business, talking about another man's money, talking about another man's dealings. Successful business owners don't behave in that manner. When you're successful, you don't have time to be scoping out what other people are doing. You know, it's just like on YouTube. If a content creator is successful, they ain't got time coming over here to my channel stealing my content. They don't have time to come over here worried about what I'm saying and what I'm doing, right? When your business is ultra successful, you're not worrying about with people that ain't got no competition to you. You ain't worried about what they doing. They're irrelevant. But we know Rick Glaser goes on social media on a consistent basis, publicly, and then privately, he gives some of this information that he's feeding to other content creators who repeat what he said. Other journalists who repeat what he said, and then try to act like they know all of what's going on behind the scenes when all along they're getting their information from this guy.